And Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone that rule well, and salutations unto you brothers and you few sisters that do take heed. This is just a quick lesson I'm going to bring out. The brother sent me this video. Basically, these are the nations, man. They're waking up to you devils, man. This is the president of the Philippines. Okay, these nations, they're waking up to America and the UN and their wicked ass schemes, man. Them being the serpent. So I'm gonna play it.
Affairs kasi mahirap lang kami. Magbigay kayo ng pera, then you start to orchestrate what things should be done and which should not happen in my country. You bullshit. We are past the colonization stage.
You see, but they have a thing called neo-colonialism. These devils, man, when the Most High in Genesis chapter 3 talked about the serpent, okay, that was a man. Okay, and I went all the way down to Cain, and then it went to transfer to Esau, because Cain in the spirit is Esau. All right, so it transferred, man. It said in Genesis 3 that he was the most subtle beast upon the earth, man. Subtle. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring it out, because that's a bad scripture, man. These devils, man, they're slick. Right, so this is Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Most High said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And I want to look up this word, actually, subtle, right? Because, hey, man, this guy said it, right? These are the nations, man. They're waking up to you, devils, man. They're waking up to you. And it means, the word is, I rum, which means subtle, shrewd, crafty, or crafty, sly, sensible, right? Crafty down here in the Gesenius Hebrew Chaldee lexicon. Crafty, man. In what they say here in a good sense, prudent, cautious, but he's like a serpent. Serpent has the left hand and the right hand, because the Yahushua, he was represented as a serpent as well in the book of John, I believe chapter 3, right? So back to the video.
Wag ninyo akong, don't fuck with us.
Hey, man,
We ASEAN members can export to each other. We can also have tariff-free. And you have the problem there of terrorism. You imported it in your country. You built your riches. You were ahead in the industrial race of the planet Earth because you stole.
You hear that, man? Because you stole. You hear these nations, man, they're waking up to Babylon, man. This is just prophecy. This is 2018, man. The Most High is kicking it up on... This might be the year, man. This is definitely the year to chip. You can see that already. Mark of the beast.
The greatest resource of the Arabs, and that was this oil. You think that we are a bunch of morons here. You are the one. Now,
and that's how Esau looks at all these nations, man, like a bunch of morons, man. Like all those old movies from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. They showed the Gooks, the East Indians. They showed them a bunch of morons, man, especially Jake, of course. But they showed you other nations as morons, man. But now the Most High is flipping the script, man. And we're going to bring out the scripture.
The ambassadors of those countries listening now. Tell me, because we can have the diplomatic channel cut tomorrow. You leave my country in 24 hours. All of you.
You see that, man? He's telling them like it is, man. So let's bring out Isaiah 14 and verse 10. All they Salakia. I'm gonna start at 13. For thou hast said, this is talking about you Edomites, man, you elites. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. Meaning you're proud, man. You set up your space stations, you're trying to be like the Most High, you're trying to supervise the whole earth. With the mark of the beast, you're trying to own everybody, own everyone's soul. Right? I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, man, which is a low condition, okay, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee. And this is happening. This is starting to happen right now, man. You're seeing it. This guy don't. This guy's a president of a country. He doesn't give a shit about you. He's just cursing you out, man. As corrupt as he is, he's corrupt as hell too. But he knows about you devils, man. He just said it, right? Right. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, "Is this the man that made the earth?" I gotta read it like that. That made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, man. And in the kingdom, they're gonna look upon you, Edomites. Look at you, devils, man. Look how low you are. Were you the British elite, the royal crescent families, the the people that controlled trillions of dollars, that owned countries, that started wars, that owned central banks, the control the flow of and supply of currencies? Are you the pieces? You pieces of shit. That's how low you Edomites are going to be in the kingdom, man. It's going to be a beautiful day. It says, verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness. With what? Your atom bomb, your nuclear weapons, right? And destroyed the cities thereof. Who the hell destroyed Nagasaki and Hiroshima, man? What nation on earth has ever dropped atomic weapons on anybody? You Edomites did. That's prophecy right there. That opened not the house of his prisoners, because you never freed the slaves. You just had a thing called emancipation, which all emancipation means is transferring your property from one owner to another. So you transferred the slaves from the physical slave masters and their families onto the corporation, which is the government. That's what you devils did, man. Verse 18, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch. Because all them nations, man, they're going to be chilling after that 1,000 years, man. But after 1,000 years, you devils, man. And as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. And that's found in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. Verse 18, I believe. It says the house of Joseph and the house of Judah. Right? So you devils, you're going to get a dishonorable discharge, man. Okay? Verse 20, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial. We're reading about the destination, the final the final destination, the destiny of you Edomites, which are you Caucasians, you so-called white people. This is what we're reading about. Okay? This is what we're reading about. This is prophecy right here that still will not be fulfilled for another millennium. Okay? Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. In verse 21, one of our favorite scriptures, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay? And that was it. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles of GMS that do rule well, and salutations unto you brothers and you sisters out there that do take heed. Shalom.